Hello, guys. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to your friendly neighborhood noob. And I'm friendly. Hi. And we are back with a new series. Oh my god, really? 100 days off. Now, you guys have seen many 100 days ofs. 100 days of RL Craft, 100 days of Minecraft. But today we are doing 100 days of Pixelmon. That's right. And I'm doing this because I love Pokemon and I love Minecraft. But I've never really been very good at Pixelmon. I've never been able to understand it. But I have done some research, been looking into it. My brain has been tuning and churning. And we're going to do this. We're going to do it together. I'm so excited. We're going to jump in. We're going to do 100 days of Pixelmon. Let's go. As we stepped into the first days of the third episode of day 41, day 42, I decided I wanted to do something peaceful, which of course was mining. I hadn't done much mining before. I had got a little bit of materials, but I also had this kind of like strip mine or tunnel mine that I was really wanting to make wider. And eventually I would actually give it some decoration, but for now, I just needed a whole bunch of stuff like stone, cobblestone, I needed some iron, I need some coal, and I wouldn't say no to some diamonds, some precious, precious diamonds. Day 43, and we are experiencing the Pokeball grind once again. That's right, but this time I had learned that the strength of the hammer was really important. I'm using a diamond hammer instead of an iron one, and it is going so fast. See, this is what I wanted. I wanted to make Pokeballs really quickly, and to have a diamond hammer, building hammer, blacksmith hammer, make the process really fast was actually really enjoyable. It was like a satisfying feeling. Like I kept replacing them constantly, and it was like a game for me because I wanted to replace them just as they had finished, And if you didn't, you'd start again. But still, it was a fun game, and it gave me some sort of happiness out of this entire thing, especially making Pokeballs, which is one of the most boring situations. Day 44 and day 45. Now this is when I went to do some Pokemon battling as well as some Pokemon catching. I wasn't like I was going to use the Pokemon I caught, but I just wanted to have more Pokemon. I want to be able to catch them all, which is a goal if I ever was to continue the series to like 1,000 days. I think catching them all would be my goal. But right now it was all about just having fun, especially because my next project was actually going to be quite big. I just wanted to experience some Pokemon battles and some Pokemon catching. Though I did have a lot of difficulty with the Rockruff and pretty much any other Pokemon. I don't understand why it takes like 10 to 12 Pokeballs just to catch one simple Pokemon. The Bellsprout, gave me no trouble at all, but most of the other Pokemon were nightmares. On day 46, I continued my Pokemon training, but I also came across an accident. See, when I was trying to get to the Ultra Space Portal, I had created this dirt tower, and by doing that, I had trapped a poor innocent Slowbro at the top. And I kind of felt bad because this is my fault, so I decided that I would save the Slowbro. I was gonna get all the way up there and save his goddamn ass. I felt bad because the Pokemon were kind of stuck because of me. It was like, your effect on the world of the Pokemons. But yeah, so I climbed all the way up, I cleared out the dirt, and I saved the Slowbro. I felt victorious after that, and then I went back to training my Pokemon. Day 47, and it was finally time to get the materials for my new build. I would need dark oak and some glass, so I started off by going and planting a whole bunch of dark oak trees, as well as cutting down the ones I had already made. I knew it was going to take a shit ton of dark oak, like a really large amount. And as much as I wasn't enjoying the resource or texture pack that was kind of working at the moment, I really wanted to use Dark Oak because it's my favorite wood type, and it really works with my other build because, my other build is Dark Oak. On day 48, I focused on the other material, glass. Now, I didn't have much sand already, so I had to go out into the world and collect quite a decent amount of sand. I went to every island around my area, just collecting up the sand, shearing off a bit to the sides. I just really needed a whole bunch of sand, and I didn't realize how much of that sand I was going to use, especially because I wasn't doing glass panels. I was just doing glass blocks, which, it would be so much easier and so much more cost efficient if I did the panels, but I didn't. I did glass blocks. And so in order to do that, I did need to collect about, I think it was 5 to 6 stacks of it, which would take me quite some time. On day 49, I started my project, which was the Battle Tower. Now, the Battle Tower is usually something you do after you complete the Pokemon game, so I wanted to make my own Battle Tower and turn it into my storage room. I wanted a very tall tower made of glass and dark oak, and then inside would be all the storage. I also spent day 50 laying out the area as well. I needed to have glass walls, we'd have dark oak roofs, we'd have dark oak logs, as the actual pillars, and we'd have the same sort of style that I did for the main house on it as well. I decided to kind of matchy because if this was my area, I'd probably be a gym leader. Let's be honest, I'd be a gym leader, and this would be my gym area, and people would be all like, oh wow, he's the gym leader of Dark Oak. Yeah, I'm Professor Dark Oak. But no, I've got to say, I really wanted to build this tower, and it did take me 2 days to finish the first bit of it, but I was really happy with it. Day 51 and we had run out of Dark Oak, so it was back onto the Dark Oak grind. I was still continuing on with the Battle Tower, mainly because I just liked the idea of it, and I wasn't regretting my decision on any of the color palettes, so I was going to continue on with the Dark Oak and try to get as much as possible in one day. On day 52, I had to go around the entirety of the bottom part of the tower and use the blind effect. The effect that I used before on the other builds where I'd put, you know, slabs to make it look like blinds. I wanted the area inside to be very dark because I wasn't actually going to use the underneath for anything. Like, maybe if I was to continue on with the game, I would have used it for storage, you know, build downwards as well. But for now, I felt like the only thing I needed to do was finish putting in the blinds for decorative effect. I like this because it did match with the main build, and I really wanted it to kind of look like it was all just one area. Also, it just looked good on a tower. It really did. It looked good on a tower. It also gave me no reason to decorate the rest of the tower. Like, that was pretty cool. And I had to do all 4 sections. Day 53 and 54, I spent doing the upper levels of the tower. Now, first of all, I did put in the same sort of like fence pieces and gate pieces that I did on the main build. I had to really work around because I didn't realize that the Pokemon Pixelmon that I was working on was actually like a lower version of Pokemon. Like, you can't even strip logs in this version. It was hard. There's no lanterns. There was a lot of things that I was missing in this game that I hadn't prepared for, especially design-wise. But I was able to get the tower looking exactly how I wanted it to, and I did the next level up as well, so I had 2 levels, and it looked great. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the battle tower and making it, you know, a lot taller than the main build and kind of, you know, having it contrast with it, and it was perfect for a storage room. Day 55 and day 56, I decided to go deeper into my mine. I needed more materials. Again, I'm one of those people that never has enough materials. Every time I play Minecraft, I'm like one of those people that has a ridiculous abundance of materials. You could call me the richest Minecrafter in all my servers and SMPs, but it's only because I just go crazy. I always feel like I don't have enough materials, so I kind of overcompensate for it, and it feels awkward a lot of the time because I feel like I have too much. But yeah, I definitely wanted to get some more redstone, some more stone, especially because of the builds that, you know, would be coming up. And especially with the tower, you know, having to build stuff inside of it and having a lot of storage coming up, and I would have a lot more space. So I had the room to do all this with it. And I was really excited. I'm really excited to have more storage space. Day 57, day 58, and day 59 was spent on the thing I knew would take the longest. Creating the storage space. Not only did I have to actually make the storage space, so, you know, I had to place down the ladders to get up to the 2nd level, I had to place down all the chests, but I also had to transport all of the storage from my house to the tower, and then sort it out at the same time. It took a decent amount of time. It's not like I have a small amount of stuff, but I did get it done pretty, you know, only in 3 days. I mean, usually it takes me like 4, 5, 6 a week. Of course, I usually have more materials. But yeah, I was able to sort them out a lot, and it was really good to have it out of the main house so I could decorate the house at a later date. Day 60. We hit day 60. We hit the end of this episode. I mainly just, you know, redid my farms, my sugarcane, my apricons, put the rest of my storage in, it was just a day where I just chilled. It was my last day until the next episode, and I just wanted to chill out, plan stuff for the next episode, and not really think about, you know, having to do certain things or get certain things done. Especially because my tower was done. I loved my tower. It was completely and utterly done. I was really happy with it, actually. I was really happy. I really liked it. I had all the space, and I had the storage now. And overall, I was just happy I got another build done. Anyway, guys, this has been so much fun. We got the battle tower done. We got some Pokemon, you know, defeated. And I'm really happy. And, you know, thank you for watching your friendly neighborhood noobs. 100 Days of Pixelmon. Episode 3. This is episode 3. In tomorrow's episode, I hope to get this, you know, cleaned up. This part, yep. I want the terraforming done. I'm a big terraformer, and I want some beautiful terraforming for next time. So, next episode, we're going to spend it terraforming. Because who knows? We might actually continue on with this world, do another 100 days of Pixelmon. So, I want it to look beautiful, especially if we're going to come back. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being part of your friendly neighborhood noob. And I will see you next time in the next video. Don't forget to eat spaghetti and, you know, bye.